18-yard line for a first down. Simmons under pressure, spins away from trouble. Waiting downfield, and he's got to let it fly to the end zone. Did he catch that for a touchdown? Chris Myrick did.
Yes, that's right, YouTube. Because of that play right there, the Dolphins come away with their second preseason win of the season. They finished the preseason with a win, 29-26, and they finished the preseason with a 2-1 record. I'm going to jump right into the stats real quick. Reed Sinnett played the entire game. He had 22 for 33, 343 yards, 2 TDs, and 1 INT. Gerald Dokes, the rookie out of Cincinnati, 16 carries, 56 yards, averaged 3.5 yards a carry with 2 TDs, both in the red zone. Kirk Merritt led the team in receiving. 3 receptions for 72 yards, 1 TD, averaged 24 yards a catch. Malcolm Perry came in right behind him with 4 receptions, 69 yards, and he averaged 17.2 yards a catch. And then Chris Myrick got the game-winning TD catch that you seen there earlier in that early video or highlight. That was his only catch, but he scored the touchdown and won us the game. Defensively, Nate Hawley led the team in tackles with 6, and then Noah Igbenogany was right behind him with 4. I'm not going to bore you with all the stats. I'm just giving you a couple of players that stood out. Special teams, Noah Igbenogany was in the kick return still this week. 2 returns for 44 yards, averaged 22 yards a return. And then Malcolm Perry had 1 punt return for 8 yards. Mike Pilardi still playing good in the punt game. 3 punts, 133 yards, averaged 44.3 yards a punt. 1 inside the 20. Far as the Bengals go, Kyle Shermer, son of Pat Shermer, I guess, he went 18 for 27 for 208 yards and 1 TD. Brandon Allen was 5 for 9, 87 yards and also 1 TD. Receiving 3 receptions for 59 yards and 19.7 was his average per catch. There really wasn't anybody that did anything spectacular in the run game, so I really didn't run it down. Keandre Jones, their linebacker, led their team in tackles yesterday, 7 for 7 tackles. And Trayvon Henderson for the Bengals committed the only turnover, which was an INT. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good game. I thought we got a lot of good players looked at as far as depth goes and preseason goes. Reed Sinnett, I don't mind having as a backup. I think he is going to be a decent backup if we ever need to plug him in right beside Jacoby Brissett. I mean, hopefully it never gets to that point. Hopefully it never gets that. We don't want to see him starting. I mean, he's good as a backup, but don't want to see him starting. Other than that, defensively, didn't play the greatest, but yet again, Howard and Jones, nobody played. Tua didn't play. Gaskins didn't play. So it was just strictly pretty much third and fourth string. We won the first half, I thought. I think the final score in the first half was 14-13. So we won that first half pretty single-handedly. But I give the Bengals credit. They came out and in that second half played good football. I mean, you got to understand, these guys are possibly playing on their last team. I mean, a lot of these guys might not be on a team. So it was a pretty entertaining game. I didn't get a chance to go. I wish I would have, but it is what it is. I wish I would have went there, looking back on how cool the game was. But that's about it for the game. I'm really impressed with Reed Sinnett. Gerald Dokes looks like he might be something that we can sharpen into the future. He reminds me of like a young Frank Gore, or Frank Gore in general. His size, I hope we can groom him up to be a red zone threat running back. That would be awesome. That really would. He pounded it in twice in the red zone. Granted, it was against, like I said, third and fourth string players, but hey, still, if you're winning those battles, you can win hopefully against first strings eventually. We just got to shape him into being a starting cobble running back. Do I think he could be that? No, but he might be able to take over Malcolm Brown's spot and be that power back. He's like a bowling ball there in the red zone yesterday. 2 touchdowns in the red zone. We didn't commit any turnovers, so I'm not going to really be upset about that. I mean, again, third, fourth string players, not much to this game. I can't really say much about it, I mean, it is what it is. We got the win. That was cool, but hey. I'm going to touch on the game balls that I'm going to give out for yesterday's game. And I'm going to give it out to, it has to be Reed Sinnett and Gerald Dokes. I mean, they scored, or Reed Sinnett, give him credit for this record or stat, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be put up on the screen right here. Yeah, the only quarterback to throw for 343 yards in preseason this season or whatever. I don't know how stats work. I don't think stats even count towards your career in preseason. I think they reset, so I don't even think they count. But it's still kind of cool. So give him props on that. And he did play the full game, so it's not really too impressive, I guess. I mean, those are normal quarterback numbers if you really think about it now these days. But congratulations on that. And then Jared Dokes with his 2 rushing TDs in the red zone. So those 2 guys get the game ball. I think that's all deserved. Nobody on defense really stood out to me. Sam McGuavin was kind of quiet. And Nate Hawley, I mean, he congratulations to him on leading the team in tackles, but it really didn't stick out to me very much. I mean, if I would have to give somebody on the defensive side of the ball, it'd probably be him since he led the team in tackles. But other than that, wasn't really too impressed with our third and fourth string defensive guys. But I'm going to touch on a subject that's been going on that I've been hearing, and I'm sure everybody that's a Dolphins fan or anybody around the league that is an NFL fan has been hearing it. Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins. I really don't want it to happen. I mean, if his legal issues was not a factor, I would say make the trade, because I think that would put us over that hump to beat Buffalo and to win the division and possibly get to the AFC Championship game. If you look at Deshaun Watson, he had 33 touchdowns, over 4,000 yards, I think, and only 7 INTs on a bad team last year. So if he could do something on that team, imagine what he could do on the Dolphins. But his legal issues are a concern, and I don't want to give up those first-round draft picks or picks at all if he's going to be in jail or whatever. If there was some type of clause saying that if Watson went to jail or got in legal trouble where he could not play and the Dolphins get their picks back, then go for it. And if Chris Greer did that and that did happen, and we could somehow keep Tua, because Tua is in the trade talk to make that trade happen. But if we could somehow keep Tua and Deshaun Watson ends up going to jail, and in the clause, the Dolphins get their picks back, and we kind of get to keep Deshaun Watson because we could just play Tua, that would be – Chris Greer would be the god of all trades, in my opinion. That would be awesome, but I don't think it would happen, But I could dream, but straight up, I don't want Deshaun Watson, not until after this legal stuff's over. So, I might make a a video more in depth on that. I don't really want to talk about it because my luck, it's going to happen. You know, I'm a Dolphins fan, so it's probably going to happen because I've seen worse. You know, I've seen other things happen. But a couple cuts did happen today. Like I said, this is coming out on Monday. We got rid of Matt Skura, the center that we got from Baltimore. And this one's kind of a head scratcher, Bernardic McKinley. I don't see why we got rid of him. But, I mean, Flores knows best. Maybe it's because of Sam McGuavin, the way he elevated his game this preseason. I don't know. But we're going to see where that goes. Other than that, like I said, not much this week. It's time to get down to the 53. I think we got this week and next week, by the end of next week, to do it. And as more cuts come in, I will try to post a video. I will make a season prediction video before the start of the season. And that's about it. Let me know if you guys think we should make the trade for Deshaun Watson or if we should stick with Tua. And let me get your guys' prediction on the final 53, who you think is going to be playing where and playing what, or if we're going to make a decent trade other than Deshaun Watson. Again, guys, I'm doing this on my phone right now. For the people that do watch it, I got like 31 views. I just want to say thank you, guys, for watching it. And if you guys do make it through this, I am doing this on a low income at the moment. But I want to get this to grow. I want to try to make cooler videos for you guys and be better at this. If you guys can give me any recommendations on how to get highlight videos uploaded to my YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. I'm not trying to be in competition with anybody. I'll shout out any other Dolphins YouTuber or any other team fan YouTuber that's doing this, you know what I mean? But any recommendations would be awesome, just to kind of help me get started. But anyway, fins up, stay on the fin side, and good luck, guys. Stay safe out there.